back to my channel. So today I am doing a very exciting video because I'm doing high-end and luxury products that are worth your money. So products that I actually think you should buy. I think that they're totally worth the splurge or semi-splurge. And yeah, so I'm just gonna let you guys know what my top picks are from, you know, Sephora or like luxury makeup like Chanel, Dior. So that is what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. If you are interested in hearing what my luxury and high-end picks are, then please keep watching. Okay, to start off, I have, just so you guys know, I have a ton of products that I think are worth your money. And I don't have them all for this video, so if you would like to see another video like this, then please give me a thumbs up. But let's just start with a foundation that I definitely, like, this is my favorite foundation of all time, my holy grail foundation. You cannot find this, anything like this at the drugstore, and I'm being so serious. I wish there was, because this is expensive. But it is the Marc Jacobs ReMarcable foundation. So it looks like this. Mine is super dirty, so like try not to look at that. But you just twist it off, and it's actually like a little applicator like this. You literally only need, you would dot it on, so you only need like 5 dots for your whole face. And then that is it. But it is so lightweight but so full coverage. It blows my mind. And it looks, the finish just looks so good. I knew this would be my favorite foundation the second I put it on my face. I was like, oh my god. How is this possible? Like, how did they make a foundation like this? I have no clue. The reason why I say it's worth your money is just because you will not find anything at the drugstore like that, where you have so much coverage but it feels so lightweight, and it just, the finish of it and just the amount of pigment in there and how full coverage, I cannot get over it. If you like full coverage, please go get that foundation, please. You will thank me later. It's amazing. So that is the Marc Jacobs ReMarcable foundation. Go get it. All right, moving right along with these pricey picks. So this is the Soleil Tan de Chanel by Chanel, and this is a cream bronzer. So it looks like this. Mine's a little bit used, but guess what, you guys? I have had this for 2 years, and let me tell you why it's worth your money. Not only do you get a ton of use out of this, it is the perfect bronze shade. Like, it just looks so healthy and bronze, and some days I can skip bronzer altogether because it blends really well, but it also shows up still. Like, it still stays, which sometimes you like blend it away and you're like, okay, well, what did I buy that for? This is not like that. It is the perfect bronze shade. I know we're kind of entering out of summer, but I will continue to use this all of fall. I always want to look tan. I love looking tan. This is a life-changing product. And you know what? This is $48 or $49, something like that. So it's almost $50. But guess what? This lasts you forever, and I've used this every single day that I've done my makeup for the past, like, gosh, I've honestly had this for like 2 years. It is crazy good. It is amazing quality. It doesn't really smell, I don't think. No, it doesn't really smell like anything. And plus you have a Chanel little friggin' thing that you can put on your dresser, which I do. I display this, and it's, you know what? It's awesome. It's one of my favorite products of all time. If I run out of this will be like, I am going back to the Chanel counter and I am buying this again. Just walk right up, and you know what? Don't feel like discouraged when you go up to those counters and you feel like you don't know what to do, or, you know, sometimes I was nervous the first time I went up to the Chanel counter and I was like, what's that like bronzer, cream bronzer thing? Don't even worry about it. And you know what? If you want to sound cool and like you know what you're talking about, just go walk right up and be like, I want the Chanel Soleil de Tan de Chanel, whatever. So next I want to talk to you guys about something that I wear when I have a very special occasion. Like, this is my go-to product, and probably honestly in my top holy grail products as well. It just elevates your look so much, and it is the MAC pigments. So they come in little jars like this, and you can just twist it off. There's no sifter or anything, but I have a few right here. These are my favorite ones. I'm wearing the rose gold today, so if you want to look and see, I mean, how pretty is that? But you get so much color payoff because it's an actual pigment in a little jar like this. So I just spray a little bit of MAC I just spray a little bit of MAC Fix Plus on my brush, and then I just dip it in, and then I put it on my lid. That's all you do. It is so easy to use. I think sometimes these are intimidating when you look at these and you're like, oh, maybe that's just for makeup artists. But no, you guys totally can use these. They are so amazing. My favorite one of all time. And I tell all my friends, if we ever go into the MAC store, I'm like, you better get Pigment. And you know what? They have it in like a travel size for $10. So this is Melon, and it looks like this. Let me know if you want me to do a tutorial with this. This is one of my favorite shades of all time, especially if you have blue eyes, especially if you want people to compliment what eyeshadow you're wearing. I never fail to get a compliment when I wear this. So Melon. I also have Reflex Bronze. This is also a good one if you have blue eyes. You know what, and even if you have any color eyes, who really cares, right? And then like I said, oh, this is just rose. Okay, well, it's kind of rose gold anyway. So anyway, those are definitely my favorites. Amazing, 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 amazing. So I'm actually not somebody who loves to highlight that much. I don't really like to look too crazy, shiny, and all that stuff. I do a little bit of highlighting, not a lot, but I will say, I'm not talking about this thing in specific. I am just talking about the Champagne Pop. So it's this one right here, but the one that I had broke. So by the way, I say Becca highlighters are amazing and they're totally worth the money, and they are. I mean, they're really expensive. They're like $38 or something like that. And they do have a tendency to break, which drives me crazy. I have gone through 3 Champagne Pops. 3 Champagne Pops. What? Yeah. Anyway. So anyway, I just want to talk to you guys. This is the best highlighter ever, 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 ever. It is my go-to. If it goes with, like, honestly, it goes with any look, but I'm talking about Champagne Pop in specific, but I also feel like all the other Becca highlighters are just so good. They are just so finely milled, and they just go on beautifully. You can blend them out if you want to. You can use as much as you want or as little as you want. They're just amazing products, and I don't think you can find anything like that at the drugstore. Believe me, I have looked for a Champagne Pop dupe. I cannot find one. Okay, next I want to talk to you about an eyeliner. So I feel like there's a lot of dupes for felt tip liners at the drugstore, and I feel like you can find something pretty good. But there isn't a dupe for the Kat Von D tattoo liner, and mine looks really freaking gross because I left it in my purse, and I had like gum at the bottom, and it was like melting around, and it's just a mess. So I'm a mess. This thing is a mess, but anyway, the reason why this one is like undupable, totally worth your money, is because it's a brush tip. So I'm talking about the tattoo liner, not the ink liner. That one is a felt tip. So if you've ever seen that, she's got 2 different kinds of eyeliners. One of them is a felt tip, and then one of them is a brush tip. And this is what the brush tip looks like. And the reason why I say this one is totally worth your money is because it is so good for winged eyeliner, because you have so much more control with a brush tip. And it just kind of like moves where you want it to. It blends out so well, and it doesn't bleed as much. I feel like I've noticed that I have so much more control. And honestly, can you really put a price on an easier way to do your winged eyeliner? Not really. Okay. Next, let's move on to lip products really quick. So I have some lip glosses here, and I know some of you guys are gonna be like, well, lip glosses don't really matter. They just fade away really quickly anyway. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But I do feel like the Buxom lip glosses are just something else. Like, they're just, to me, they're just worth the money because they're so glossy. Like, I love the Buxom lip glosses. And plus, they're really cooling. I mean, I know some people, they're supposed to be tingly because they're a little bit plumping. I don't really find that they're that plumping. I think that they look plumped because it's so shiny and glossy and all that things that a gloss should be. But these, they're more like a cooling effect. They don't really feel crazy tingly, so don't worry about that. They're nothing like the Too Faced lip injections. They're nothing like that. They just feel cooling, and these though are just, they're so good. These just have a place in my heart. I don't think I've found anything in the drugstore that really compares, and they don't have like the same glitters or something like that. I don't know. I just really like these, and I just wanted to mention them. My 2 favorites, I have April. This is the one that I'm wearing today over another nude lipstick. And then my number 1 favorite is Dominique, and it's just this clear one right here, but every time I wore this when I was working at Sephora, somebody would ask me what I was wearing, and we were always sold out of Dominique. Okay, so let's talk about one more lip product. So these are the #1. You will not find, I keep saying this over and over, you will not find anything at the drugstore like these lipsticks. They are the Bite Amuse Bouche lipsticks. So they come in the packaging like this. They're $26 each. I happen to have all, I think there's like 36 or something like that. Do not ask me why I have all of those, but if you'd like to see a lip swatch video, I would love to do that. But anyway, I just want to talk about these because these are so pigmented and they stay on so long. I literally, when I've tried, I was lip swatching them when I first got them and I was like, oh my gosh, these do not come off. They're so amazing. They stay on forever. I use these when I used to, like again, when I used to work at Sephora. I used these on all of my clients and they were just, it looked so amazing. Everybody loves them that has tried them. You will not find a drugstore lipstick that stays as long, has as much pigment, and feels as good, and it's just like, oh my god, it's so good. I want to mention this is probably my #1 favorite lipstick, one of them of all time. This is a great lipstick color if you're getting married or if you really like a perfect nude lip. I wore this all the time and we sold out of this one like constantly because I was always wearing it and then people would ask me. So this is Meringue and it's just kind of like a nudie pink, but it's kind of got a cooler undertone, which is my favorite. So there's the swatch of that. I'm just telling you guys, it looks so good if you're like prom, if you wear like a lip liner and then you do the Meringue lipstick and then I put some Buxom lip gloss over it. I just want to show you guys like the pigmentation. So let me just, like, I know that's the worst swatch in the world. Hold on. That's a lipstick, you guys. It's just, it's so good. I guarantee I will probably have a hard time getting these off. Like, and that says something. So anyway, I just wanted to mention those. Last few products. So I wanted to talk about the Nars ITA Brush, ITA Brush, whatever this is called. You can clearly see that I use this quite a bit. I've had this for, I think, about 2 years now. And it was a splurge. It was $55 or something like that back in the day. So this is what it looks like. You guys, I know that some people don't believe in this brush. And I know I've seen bad reviews on this. I'm telling you, and I would not tell you guys to spend your money on something that's not worth it. This brush took me from like a 0 in the makeup world to being like good at makeup. I'm just saying, like, my contour used to suck so bad and now it doesn't suck because this brush changes your freaking contouring game. I'm just saying, I support this brush. I stand by this brush. I want this brush to be president of the United States. It is so good. I know I've seen dupes of it, like $1 dupes. I just don't think that there's a dupe for this brush, honestly. It's perfect for just getting right in there, and then I kind of just feather it up a little bit, and then also just around your temples. And like, I do my nose with this brush. I get so much use out of this brush. I do not know what I would do without it. I can't go back now that I have it. It's so good. Last few products that I want to talk about. The first is actually a brand that is in Sephora, but not a lot of people talk about. And I always walk by this and I'm like, gosh, I want to try something from that. And then finally I have. So this is the Fiona Styles. This is the contouring kit. This is for the lighter skin tone, and I think there should be one for darker skin, but this is kind of what it looks like. It's just super basic. It's kind of like the Kat Von D, but a little bit smaller pans. These are foolproof contouring shades. I'm not even kidding you. Plus, it's great for travel. It's a little bit better than like lugging around the huge Kat Von D palette. So I just want to talk to you guys because I was looking up more about this brand, and the owner, her goal with the entire brand is to make mistake-proof makeup. So basically, like, anybody can use this. And I know contouring sometimes can get a little bit out of hand, and especially at the drugstore, I have not found one single drugstore product that is good as like this at contouring. I mean, I can't find anything for contouring at the drugstore, to be honest with you, but this is totally worth your money. I don't think there's anything like even over $30 with the Fiona Styles line, but this is so good. I use these two shades. They're a little bit, they look a little bit light, but then you can also go a little bit darker. Like this one would be way too dark for me, but I would just use it for like, sometimes I contour my collarbones and all that stuff. But anyway, it's just amazing. It blends out so well. If you're somebody who's, you know, starting with contouring and you want it to blend out and you want to make absolutely no mistakes, I would totally go for this. I also want to talk about two other products from Fiona Styles. And one of them is the brow wax. So this is the brow sculpting wax. I have mine in warm brown. And another really good thing about the Fiona Styles line is that all you have to do is figure out your shade in her stuff one time. And then they have like a program where it's called Know Your Number. So once you find out your shade, which I would say that I'm like a shade 4, then I know what to pick in literally every single other product in their entire collection. Which is, to me, like, how easy is that? Sometimes you're in Sephora and you're in Ulta and you're just like, what? So anyway, it's super easy. If you're a beginner, I'm telling you, go try out this brand. It is so, so good. But anyway, the brow sculpting wax, I've used this a few times. I haven't used it that much, but it's so much easier than the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. And that's why I think it's totally worth the money. Plus, I don't really think I've found anything at the drugstore like this either. I can't find brow products like at the drugstore, or like Walgreens or drugstore. I've tried so many times. I cannot find one. So this brow wax is amazing. If you want something that lasts a lot longer than like a brow pencil does, then I would say go for this brow wax. And then if you want to try a really, 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 really good mistake-proof eyebrow pencil, I would try the Micro Precision Sculpting Pencil from them. And again, I have mine in warm brown. It looks a lot like the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but there's something about it that makes it easier. Like it's easier to use. It's not as pigmented, or it's the way with the formula is where it's not so hard to get it to come off, but it blends away really easily. It just looks natural, and like I finally feel like I can get my brows to look good. And I don't have to work very hard at it, which is, seriously, to me, that's priceless, because I am somebody that spends so much time doing my makeup. I want to cut corners with time any way I can. Anyway, I do have a giveaway, though, for you guys, and it is with all of the Fiona Styles stuff that I just talked about, because this stuff is all coming out on QVC on September 30th. There's going to be like a really nice deal on it that I just want to let you guys know about. So if you're QVC people, or if you want to try out this Fiona Styles stuff for the first time and you haven't yet, this is a really good opportunity for you guys. Also, if you want to win my giveaway, then you could try it out that way. So I'm going to give away the brow wax, I'm giving away the brow precision pencil, and then I'm also giving away the contouring kit. So of course, if you are somebody who has a little bit darker skin tone than me, then you can tell me, just, well, if you win, I'll message you, and then you can tell me what shade you are. But yeah, I will list some more info about this giveaway down in my description box. You have to be a US resident, so sorry. My next giveaway will be international, I promise you guys. But all you have to do is follow my YouTube channel, which I hopefully you already are, and then you just have to follow the Fiona Styles YouTube channel. So I will link all that stuff below. It's super, super easy. So whenever I post this, then it'll be a week, and then I will notify a winner. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you try out some of the products that I mentioned, and if you have any other luxury products or high-end products that you think are totally worth the money, then you can leave them down in the comment section. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you guys. I will see you in my next video.